Welcome to STS 21, in which, oh god, we recover.
Yeah.
We are damned exhausted.
So, you guys managed to somehow get home safely, which I'm not quite sure how, because I could have sworn I paid people to make sure that you didn't.
You and me both, man. I could have sworn I fell asleep on the train or something, but here I am.
You just woke up in a field in Berlin and you were just like, how the hell did I end up here? I fell asleep on a damn train.
Heading northbound in England, I know.
That's where I was. I was on the train to Gatwick Airport, and I remember consciously thinking, just after the penultimate stop, falling asleep now would be a very bad idea. I better stop doing it. But it was amazing, because every time I reached somewhere, I had less than 5 minutes to get to the next place I needed to be.
The penultimate stop, Cal, would that be the one before the final one?
That would be the one before the final one, yes.
Oh, don't start that again.
God
but yeah,
damn.
I mean,
that's going all the way back to like what, STS 12?
something like that.
There?
Yeah, I got to like the first train station 2 minutes before it left. I was on the platform. Then I got to the airport like 4 minutes before my flight boarded. So yeah, it was a rush. I've never moved across Gatwick so quickly.
That sounds like when I was trying to get to Germany.
Yeah.
They were calling my name in the airport.
Luckily, I never got that far.
Yeah, that's how bad it was when I was actually when I was running for my squeezy jet flight over to Germany. They were actually calling my name over the tannoy system, and it was just like, oh god, run, you legs, and don't fall off.
Nice.
Yeah, it was good. So of course, for those guys that are listening that didn't actually know where we went, which is kind of pretty goddamn hard to actually do, we went to Eurogamer, didn't we?
Yeah.
That was an interesting experience, mind.
Interesting. That was quite possibly the worst and best weekend of my entire life.
It's like everything that could go wrong did go wrong pretty much.
So, yeah, to just kind of go over that one. So we ended up going to Eurogamer on Thursday, the first day, with you, me, Xander, our camera guy, and two of the community guys.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Thursday, you ended up, when we got back, you were ill.
Yeah.
And then we swapped you out with Jay, who people will know from my videos, who then on Thursday night ended up, again, another person, consequentially, got ill. Now, that was the fate of that ticket. Like, we replaced you with Jay, and somehow both of you ended up ill, which was brilliant.
Yeah, I think the wristband was cursed or something.
Yeah, so then we let's move over to Xander. So Xander ended up getting flash food poisoning on Thursday?
No, I was okay until
Friday
Saturday morning, so it must have been Friday.
Yeah, it was
Friday.
Yeah, Friday midday, because you went off to do work and you ended up having lunch on your own. Yeah. And then Saturday morning you woke up calling Huey on the Great White Telephone.
Yeah, 3 o'clock in the morning, like an hour after I'd gone to sleep. So I was like, no more sleep for you.
So you were okay Wednesday. You were okay Thursday. Then Friday you ate something bad. Then Saturday you were ill, and Sunday you were still ill because you were kind of doing that whole I'm kind of okay, but oh god.
Yeah, and having gone out on Saturday and rather stupidly having a couple of drinks. I didn't have much because, well, I know I'm getting old. I don't handle alcohol well, and I know I wasn't all that well to start with. But it didn't exactly help matters.
Then what else? We had the camera guy was okay. The camera guy survived everything.
Yeah.
But he, in his stupidity, he has left the tripod at my house.
Yeah, we noticed that after he left. It was like, wait a minute.
So that's what's gone wrong with his side of things. The community guys that we took, both of them now have con flu.
Oh, yeah, that's always gonna happen.
I'm suffering with that now. My throat's a bit. Ugh.
And then so that kind of that leaves me as the last person. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be all right. I'm gonna I've done Rezzed, I've done Gamescom. I did Gamescom with just me and the camera guy and one of the community guys, kind of being our pack mule. And you thought I was gonna die then. You thought that was too much for me. You were like, no, there's no way you're coming back from Germany alive. That's 5 days of you on your feet, on your own, doing everything. There's no way. And I survived that.
I'm guessing then, just to interrupt you for a second, I'm guessing then that there was a bit more organisation of press at over in Germany compared to Eurogamer.
Yeah, so I'll explain. Well, the short version is someone ended up slamming a door on my hand on Thursday night, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
And that, that to most people would be like, well, that just means you have a sore hand for the next few days. No, this is the hand I had operated on. So, of course, it then ended up triggering my entire arm into spasm for most of the next few days, meaning I got no sleep, I was exhausted as all balls.
Mm-hmm.
And this then played into the point that you just said, which was that you were saying the press was more organized for Gamescom. Now, for Gamescom, the first 2 days of it, the press side is open. No, I think it's the first 3 days the press side is open, which is the business area, which is like formal booths, appointment only. You go in, you do your stuff, you get shown the games that they were going to show you, and you do your thing, and then you leave and go on to the next one. They were the days for us that were solid booked, 9 till 6, 7. They were booked. And then the next 2 days was kind of a do whatever we wanted to do. The last 2 days is essentially just, take that for Eurogamer and extend it. And that, I think, didn't play into it too well. Stop dropping things. Even I'm not playing with stuff.
No, right.
Yeah.
Trying to get a drink.
So,
throat's killing me.
So, yeah. The days at Eurogamer was a case of, there was much more walking around because, okay, we'll go here. Oh, no, wait, we'll go here because there's queues here, which I'll mention even more in a second. I know you want to mention as well. And then it was a case, so it was more walking with less stops in the middle because you were literally going from place to place to place to place to organize everything for the other days. And we organized everything on the first day. And this is where we went wrong. We organized everything on the first day at Eurogamer, and it was all fantastic and wonderful and brilliant, and yay! And then we found out that apparently the first day is the, in air quotes, press day. And all the other days press are made to queue with everyone else. Which, don't get me wrong, community, it's a public event, it's a consumer event, I'm happy with that.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't sell the amount of press passes you've sold, and you can't do the whole press thing if you're going to make it a consumer event where press get treated worse than the consumers.
Define worse.
There were... okay, so in Gamescom and in Res, if you were walking around with a camera, you had people essentially come up to you and stop you and be like, hey, check out my game, it's awesome.
Right.
Come check out my game. At Eurogamer, if we had a camera and a tripod, we got accosted by people that were just like, whoa, you can't bring that anywhere near our game.
Yeah, there were a couple of booths that were like that.
More than a couple, though, that's the problem.
One of the other devs, and I'm not mentioning names, and if you know who it is as well, don't mention the name. But one of the devs for one of the games that, we've done a few things with them, we talk to them a lot, and they're really awesome, and it's not going to be mentioned. But they were filming the floor, and they were like, we're here at Eurogamer, we're showing off our game, etc., etc. And they were just walking around, and they stopped filming just in front of the Crisis booth. And one of the EA guys literally walks up to them and is just like, what did you just record? Delete it.
Wow.
And it was like, the person that was filming had the pink band on, pink, of course, being a developer, showing that, they get access to pretty much everywhere and they are treated differently because, well, they're developers. Yeah. And the Crisis guy was just like, delete it, show me what you just filmed and delete it. And the person was just like, no, fuck off. And it was just like, wait, no, stop, you stop walking away from me and delete what is on the camera. And we got pretty much treated the same way in certain places.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and I did notice there were other people getting pretty much the same treatment. It wasn't just us, because I was keeping my eyes open for anybody else with a camera. And there were a lot of other people getting treated the same.
Now, credit does need to be given, and I am going to mention names on this one. Credit needs to be given, though, to, off the top of my head that I can think of, Sony, Nintendo, and Konami. Sony, when we spoke to them about filming stuff, were basically like, yeah, you can film anything you want. It's there's no way we can protect our games from people with cameras. So we're not going to bother film anything you want, anything at all.
Awesome.
And that's a fantastic approach to take. Nintendo told us that we couldn't jump queues. We didn't even ask them. They were just like, no. You can't get in the queues. The queues are way too long. If the queues were short, we might be able to work something out. We can show you around. You can have a look at all our stuff. You can, like, you know, poke it quickly, but you can't film anything. We don't have anyone that can answer questions. But what we will do is we'll hook you up with our press event stuff and all that kind of thing. And, you know, they're like, we'll make sure that we sort out stuff and we'll get in touch with you and blah, blah, blah to actually do press stuff.
Okay.
It's like, yeah, that's cool. And Konami did the same. Konami, I'm not going to go into details with that because they may get annoyed if we give too many details. But Konami, we spoke to at great length about, like, you know, we were doing stuff with them and they weren't sure, and we were just like, look, as a sign of good faith, we're not going to do anything with your game here because we don't want to get you guys into trouble. And they were like, yeah, okay, we'll be in touch. Which was cool.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it sounds like Nintendo have the right attitude about it. Like, we're not sure if we can sort you out, but we will hook you up separately.
Yeah, they were like, well, look, you're press, we do press stuff. This is a consumer event, so we're doing consumer stuff.
Yeah.
We will be in touch when it comes to press stuff. That's a fantastic approach.
Yep, fair enough. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, because it's like, yes, it is a consumer event. I understand it's a consumer event. That's not where I'm angry. I'm not even annoyed that it's a consumer event because, hell yeah, show the consumers your games because they're the guys that are going to buy your games.
Mm-hmm.
I came away, as a consumer, I came away looking at maybe 6 new games that I'm going to buy. So, you know, that's the whole point of doing this thing. But from a Eurogamer standpoint, you cannot do the press pass thing and you cannot give out as many as you did if press are just going to be second-rate citizens. That may not even be their fault. That may be the guys that, you know, maybe or the guys that were there that were running booths and whatnot. But it felt like we were second-rate citizens, which kind of irritates me. I'm not after elitist treatment. I'm just after the same treatment. You know, it's like, hey, these guys are coming here to see your games, and they're able to, like, take pictures of it and stuff, and they're going to tell all their friends about it. Why don't you want us doing the same thing?
Yeah, pretty much.
Hell, you'd think if any of the expos was going to be like that, it would be Gamescom.
Because you got a lot more cutting edge stuff.
Yeah.
We
A lot
only
more industry
had,
based.
we only had three. We only had 3 games that we played at Gamescom that we could not film.
That's
Everything else that
low.
we didn't film from Gamescom was things like presentations. We had 3 games that we couldn't film. There were some that we didn't show our footage of because of screen glare and stuff like that we found in post-processing. But there was 3 games which we didn't film because we were asked not to. And given that we covered how many, like 60 games at Gamescom? 3 games we weren't allowed. That's a really tiny number compared to Eurogamer, where it was like...
Yeah, Eurogamer, you had entire sections cordoned off and signs all over the walls being all like, you cannot record this.
Yes. Credit to Company of Heroes, though. Huge mad love for the Relic guys in THQ. THQ and Relic, one of my favorite people to play their games. I'm a huge Dawn of War fan. And we got to take a look at Company of Heroes, and that video is coming out. And even though it says, like, filming prohibited in the background, we were allowed to actually put people playing the game in the background, and they were okay with us actually zooming in on one of the filming prohibited signs, which made me smile.
Awesome.
So they were kind of like, yeah, be respectful and we'll kind of have some fun with you. And that was great.
That's cool.
So,
I know that my experience was the indie guys were far more receptive to communicating with us as press than any of the larger booths, shall we say. I don't want to say like AAA because it's a kind of it's a bit of a misnomer nowadays.
There weren't that many AAAs there.
We'll say larger booths where, I don't know, seemed almost like it felt to me like the staff at the larger booths were frightened of talking to the press for fear of getting into trouble. That's what it felt like.
And no, that is
like
it.
because they weren't sure of whether or not they were allowed to do something, and they weren't willing to stick their neck on the block.
Do you know why?
No idea.
Okay. With the indie guys, they are in charge of their own game. Everyone from the indie games basically has a hand in the game. The guys that were there for like the bigger games, they are not allowed, and they have to be very careful what they say, because they are forbidden from representing the game.
Okay, then I will ask, what the hell is the point in them being there?
To man the booth for the other guys, because none of the developers or anyone else will be there for their game.
Then what's the point in it being there?
To show off to the people so they can play it. Because Joe Average consumer...
Then put an alpha client out.
Joe Average consumer won't ask questions, will just want to play game and move on. Only press will want to ask questions normally.
Yeah, it makes sense given that it's a consumer expo. It still kind of sucks from a press perspective, because you do want to be able to talk to someone who's involved in the development of the game.
Even as a consumer, as a consumer for SimCity, I was more, say, curious about SimCity. But the guys they had there couldn't answer any questions at all about even fundamentals about how the game worked. Is there a day-night cycle? I don't know.
They won't. What? Mainly they will say things like, I don't know, to actually protect themselves. And also it's a case of, you are not Joe Average consumer.
No, but to be fair, he didn't... as far as he knew, I was, and as far as I was.
That doesn't matter whether or not. Like they can't open their mouths to anyone even if they think you are Joe Average consumer. But if you were Joe Average consumer, you wouldn't have asked a question like that normally. Like, 9 times out of 10.
Well, no, it's a gameplay question. I'm watching somebody play with the solar power plants, and I'm wondering, is there a day-night cycle? Because it looks very Sims-ish. So does it go dark? Do the solar panels stop working at night?
Yeah, but it
was a gameplay mechanic question from a player's point of view to determine whether I had a further interest in the game as a consumer. And the guy couldn't answer the question.
Honestly, though,
so what's the point in him being there?
Is your choice of purchasing SimCity going to be down to, holy shit, my power plant stopped working?
Well, no, but you know what I'm getting at. It's an indication as to how complex the game is and how far they've gone or how far they plan to go with the game. I'd expect somebody manning a booth to be able to answer questions about the game. If you can't, in my opinion, it's pointless in being there.
Even if you were... SimCity, like you're using the example of SimCity, and I don't want to dick on EA, because EA are actually not that bad.
It's a game I've got some hope for, which is why I picked SimCity. I have interest as a gamer.
Stop like rambling. The issue that you have there with SimCity as a prime example is that it's fairly early on in its production stages. So there may not be 9-day cycles yet, and you will only find that out later on, but you would need a dev or someone to ask that too, and they can't go to every single thing.
Well, or anybody from the creative team that is allowed to represent the game, and you can't tell me that from EA that's a small amount of staff, and you can't tell me that there's so many expos on a year that one member of that team or 2 members of that team can't turn up. That's just ridiculous.
It's logistically and business-wise, it's just easier and better for them to. It's the car crash thing.
I know why it's easier and better for them.
It's the car crash thing. It's the car crash thing. Yeah.
It's cheaper to get some random guy who doesn't from customer service to man the booth in inverted commas and watch people, reset the machine when it breaks and whatnot, and restart the tutorial for people, but doesn't actually know anything about the game and isn't allowed to say anything, then get one of the creative guys. But ultimately, he's not going to sell your game as well.
Why? Like we said, 9 out of 10 people aren't going to ask those questions. The game's going to sell just the same.
I don't believe that. I don't. I'm less interested in it than I was.
Then you're less interested in it. It's not going to change.
Yeah, but me and how many other people is.
I highly doubt anyone else that went to Eurogamer was sat there thinking, "Hey, does this game have a day and night cycle? I wonder about the solar power plants.
Oh, really? Okay. I disagree with you, but I don't want to spend the last 3 minutes of the video arguing with you over my opinion on SimCity.
Well, you've already spent the last 5 minutes with me arguing over your opinion on SimCity. Kel, what did you enjoy about Eurogamer?
Honestly,
end with you.
My favorite part of it was spending time down with all the indie guys, because they're guys you can get into those meaty questions about core gameplay mechanics and design, and they seriously geek out about what they're representing. I mean, even just getting to meet Hugh from NS2 was awesome, because that guy is hilarious.
Yeah.
Or spending time looking at Guns of Icarus. And I was disappointed that there were some indie games there that didn't have any representation, like in terms of people, because there were some I'd have loved to kind of talk to about.
That's a logistics thing, though.
Yeah, you don't get told till the last minute a lot of times.
No, also it's really expensive for like one-man teams to get all the way down to London every day to man the booths.
Yeah,
I can completely
you
understand.
Don't know where they're from and stuff,
but it would like.
It would have been nice.
Especially on the Thursday, there were cases where there were some computers set up that didn't even have a game name written on the wall with an email you can contact for more info. You know,
so
apparently that was there in the following days, but it's just not on the first.
Yeah.
Pick game. Best game you saw there?
Gear Up.
Sander?
Guns of Icarus or Gear Up from the indie side.
For me,
maybe Warface mine, because Warface was surprisingly good.
For me, it's either going to be NS2, because actually getting hands-on with it this time around made me...
I need to get in the game.
Yeah, it reignited my love for the game. Or Grid.
Grid was good, but I'd need an expensive controller, because I played it with that nice Logitech force feedback setup, and that was beautiful.
That force feedback was way too high, though. That force feedback was set way too aggressive.
Oh no, that was perfect, man. That was great.
No, it wasn't. I know we're running out of time, so I'm going to be very quick here. I know of no car in the world where if I turn the wheel slightly to the left and then hit a slight bump, the wheel is going to forcibly jar out of my hands and swing to the right.
You've never driven a really heavy sports car at like 100 mile an hour along a shit road.
I was going 35.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do wish I'd got my hands on that, because seeing the cars around the place were awesome.
Also, your sensitivity was different to mine because it crashed after you were done with it and they reset it all.
Which is true.
Yes. Anyway,
crashed lots of times while I was playing it, but there we go.
If you have any questions, queries, or comments, or you want to know more about Eurogamer, you can leave your comment where, Kel?
Below.
Indeed. And videos from Eurogamer will start appearing in places sometime this week, as well as normal, regular content from all of us. And Xander, you've got a game thing coming up, haven't you?
Yeah, we should. I'm not sure. I don't think it'll be happening this Saturday, but we'll be starting to give out some
We'll make
keys.
sure we announce it, and me and Kel will announce it on our channel.
Starting to give out some keys for said game, and it'll be not Saturday, coming Saturday after when the
awesome
events will start taking place.
Okay, we'll make sure we mention it in places. So, of course, from myself, Xander, and Kel, all ill and recovering. Cheers for watching this, and we will catch you for the next video. Peace.
In a while, guys.
Stay awesome.